Sophie was blind, deaf, and alone, but she still fought to be a dog again. When she was first found, it was like she wasn't even there. She didn't bark. She didn't react. She didn't even seem to know where she was. She just walked in circles over and over again, like she didn't know how to stop. Her name was Sophie, but back then, she wasn't much like a dog at all. Sophie was blind. She was deaf. She couldn't find her food bowl. She didn't respond to voices or touch. It was like she had shut off completely, trying to protect herself from whatever she had gone through before. No one knew her full story, but whatever it was, it had left her scared and empty. She was just a shell of a dog, going through the motions without any spark in her eyes. The first step was simply getting her to the vet. She needed help and fast. Her body was weak. She had clearly been without proper care for a long time. But more than that, her spirit was gone. She didn't growl or panic. She just existed, quiet, confused, and disconnected. That first night, there was nothing to do but sit with her. So her rescuer curled up next to her on the couch, just laying there, not pushing, not asking for anything, just being there. That seemed to help. She didn't wag her tail or lean in for pets, but her body relaxed just a little bit. It was small, but it was something. The one place she did seem to feel okay was outside. Maybe it was the open space. Maybe it was the smells or the wind. Whatever it was, the outdoors gave her some comfort. So they started with that. Slow walks, calm moments, no pressure. Just letting her feel something real. It took a long time for her to wag her tail. That simple thing, a tail wag, became a goal. And when it finally happened, it felt like a breakthrough. It wasn't big or wild, but it was real. Sophie was starting to come back. With good food, medication, and a lot of gentle attention, Sophie began to change. She didn't bounce back overnight, but she kept moving forward. Every day brought tiny signs of progress. More alertness, a little more curiosity, a few playful nudges. After about 2 weeks, her personality started to show. She wasn't just surviving anymore. She was learning how to enjoy life. She started to play with the other dogs, something no one had expected so soon. They would tug at toys and chase each other, and Sophie was right in the middle of it. Being around other dogs seemed to help her remember how to be one. One big moment came during a beach trip. To get to the sand, everyone had to cross a shallow river. The first time, Sophie was scared. She didn't want to move, so her rescuer picked her up and carried her across. But the next few times, Sophie turned it into a game. As soon as she realized someone was coming to lift her up, she'd run. Not far, just enough to stay out of reach. Then she'd turn, wait, and the second someone got close, she'd bolt again. It became a routine, and it showed just how far she'd come. She was having fun. She was teasing. She wasn't afraid anymore. Sophie still has challenges. She can't see very well, and her hearing isn't coming back. But her other senses have grown stronger. She can smell, feel vibrations, and read the space around her in ways that help her move confidently. She doesn't panic. She adjusts. What's most surprising is how fast she changed. She went from circling with no direction to running across beaches and playing with toys. The people around her called it a miracle, not because it happened all at once, but because she kept choosing to try day after day. Now, Sophie is a sweet, loving, playful dog. She cuddles. She chases. She runs. She's gentle and silly and full of life. She's not just a rescue story. She's proof that even when everything seems broken, healing is possible. If this story touched you, give it a like. Even sharing this helps more animals find love.